The convener of the Big Ten coalition of political parties, social movements, and civil society organizations, Professor Utomi, has expressed worry about the declining rate of the people's trust in the democratic process. Now, speaking in Lagos last Friday, Professor Utomi said that he had observed a frightening level of intolerance to opposition in the country, especially since the beginning of the current political season. According to the professor of political economy and management expert, it is becoming so difficult for people to hold rallies to express themselves freely without all forms of intimidation being visited on them by supposed constituted authority. He added that if this trend is not tamed, it may bring about a class war, which he said would be dangerous to the democratic development of Nigeria. While advising the citizens to resist the dangerous trend, Utomi shared experiences of the Labour Party, to which he belongs since campaigns started across Nigeria. He said that almost everyone, including religious organizations, is afraid of vindictiveness of the government in the release of facilities for opposition party rallies.
Our democracy has been on a downward slide for a very long time. A consortium of scholars, academics, and think tanks around the world, majorly from the United States and several African countries, began what was called the Afrobarometer measures of disposition towards democracy on the continent of Africa. At the time of the 1998-99 democratic process, when the readings for Nigeria began, the excitement about democracy was so high. The Afrobarometer readings tell you clearly about that. Since then, this longitudinal reporting of disposition towards democracy has been on a downward slide. Voter apathy has been growing and growing. People's responses to questionnaires about what they think of democracy have been increasingly and increasingly negative. Until last year, time will allow social scientists to better analyze what happened last year. But in my opinion, a combination of factors, the brutal repression of simple expression of views by young people on police brutality, called NSAS, awoke young people to a sense that they are being told, hey, don't protest, use your ballot. And so they began to think about how they would use their ballot. Two, social conditions in Nigeria had become so bad. And sometimes our politicians pretend in a remarkably unbelievable way about the Nigerian condition. It is terrible. And if you, my colleagues, are not reporting it, something is wrong with our country.